Welcome to the Pikes Peak Community College Writing Center Workshop Series, Crafting a Thesis Statement. Although the type of thesis statement you will write will depend on the type of assignment you're doing, this workshop is designed to introduce you to its general application when writing an academic paper. Here we will define a thesis, explain its use, offer tips for writing a thesis, and discuss where it belongs. Let's start with what a thesis statement is. It should tell your reader what your paper will explain, analyze, or argue. It will also summarize your focus and identify supporting points. Again, this will be determined by the type of assignment you have. In short, it can be considered a preview of what your paper will be about. Try to think of your thesis as a guide for what the reader can expect from your paper. It's a statement of purpose that should include strong verbs with clear, concise language. It's most often placed at the end of the introductory paragraph. The rest of your paper should be directed by the ideas expressed in your thesis. Crafting a thesis statement requires asking yourself a lot of questions. For example, what's the assignment? What points do you want to make? How will you make those points? Why are you making those points? The answer to these and other questions should help you develop your thesis. Certain elements make a thesis strong. The stronger the thesis, the more focused your paper. Take a position. Don't waffle. Words such as perhaps and may suggest uncertainty. A strong thesis defines the topic, identifies support, and anticipates counterarguments. We may not like to admit it, but there are at least two sides to every argument. Acknowledging other positions indicates a thorough examination of the topic. Also, don't forget that a thesis is a complete sentence. On the other hand, a weak thesis simply states a fact. It's broad, vague, it lacks evidence, and only makes one point. Remember to take a stand. Let's look at an example of a weak thesis statement. Hunger has many causes. It's just a statement of fact. It indicates no opinion and offers no support. Also, it does not include a strong verb. By contrast, the example of a strong open thesis has more information, in addition to strong verbs, must be taken, to combat. It's focused on the persistent problem of hunger in Central America specifically. Your reader should expect your paper to address these points. The previous slide is not only an example of a strong thesis, it is also an example of an open thesis. An open thesis is one of three different types it's important to be familiar with. Typically, an open thesis does not include how it will be supported. By contrast, a closed thesis makes an assertion and includes the reasons supporting it. Finally, a three-part thesis includes the occasion, often signaled by words such as although, therefore, and even though, as well as a position and reasons or solutions. Let's look at an example of a strong closed thesis. Notice the argument or assertion, it's necessary to reduce hunger in Central America, being made, and the points, which include jobs creation and development of farming techniques are necessary to support it. Can you identify the three elements of the three-part thesis? Although hunger persists is the occasion, while the position is stated through the expression of need of government intervention. Finally, the reason is that hunger must be reduced. Typically, the thesis statement belongs at the end of the introductory paragraph, and it should be referred to often throughout your paper. Don't forget the introduction must identify primary source material and authors, while giving a preview of what you are writing about. Finally, don't forget to restate your thesis in the paper's conclusion. It serves to remind your readers of the points you set out to establish in the paper. The PPCC Writing Center staff hopes you found this workshop helpful. Good luck crafting your own thesis statements.